Hello, this is a vision for my Gemini for June 1st to June 15th. Okay, let's see your vision, my Gemini. I don't know, Gemini. Well, I'm seeing the president. Not the present president, but a former president. I see President Kennedy. President Kennedy. John Kennedy. That's the first Kennedy, if I got it right. It's the Robert and the John. It's the first one that has that part on the side of his head. That's the first one. Because they are brothers. John Kennedy, that one right there. Okay. Let me just see for a minute. I'm dealing with the Gemini sign. Why am I seeing President Kennedy? Why am I seeing you, President Kennedy? I don't know. Or you're a Gemini? I don't know. Let me just see. It's just a big, it's not a picture of him. It's just a big, like his face, big, just sitting there. So why am I seeing President Kennedy, universe? Why am I seeing you, President Kennedy? Because it's for the Gemini sign. So we might have a Gemini that's going to run for president then. Or I don't know. So during the time with President Johnson, I'm saying it wrong. I'm so sorry. President John Kennedy. President John Kennedy, during that time period, he was trying to, I guess, create peace and help with peace in the world with black and white people and races and things like that, and bring order to the country, I think. I don't know what else it is. I just see his face. So I don't know. Let me do a storyline reading. President Kennedy face is coming. So I don't know. Let's just flow a little bit and see what's going on. Universe, you let me see President John Kennedy face. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. President John Kennedy's face. Look at this, look at this. I told you what was going on during the time he was president. Look at this, look at this card say. You see it does say tension-filled times that went with the time period President Kennedy was alive. Follow me? Tension-filled times. A mirage in the mind, maybe of the president, because he was trying to deal with tension-filled times. Maybe he was talking to God back then. Fill his spirit with a clear vision on what to do next to help make this world a better place, because his soul was calling out for a conclusion to help make this world a better place, because it was an issue, a carbon copy of what he went through before. So let's just flow. This is a Gemini. Maybe President Kennedy was a Gemini. I don't know. Don't have to be. I don't know. Morally, somebody knew something, and then we got an Aries. So let's just flow. That's a fire sign person. Whoops. Look at that. That's jumping on. The turn that causes a dysfunction in the life of the Gemini. You need to move away from my Gemini, whenever it is. Because we dealing with the Gemini. So let's just flow Gemini. President Kennedy came, and I don't know why. Well, tension-filled times and all, and racial times or whatever it is. So I don't really know, unless something really come out to let me know it's during that time period. I don't know. Let's just flow for the Gemini. So, whoa. Okay, so we have right here, sow a seed and keep it up, Gemini, of good and positive, I guess, because morally somebody know that they shouldn't have treated you a certain way, or they shouldn't. Are you ready for love? This is a racist card right here. So let's just flow and try to work it. No, the other one is the racist card. This one really is black, is classy, but still is racist too somewhat. So let's just flow a little bit. Are you ready for love? Because morally somebody know that they should treat you right, because maybe we dealing with somebody racist. Dealing with the Gemini. Somebody who think they classy, but whoever need to sow a seed. Right? But you're going to have to sow a seed out of your pain from whoever this is, because somebody want to bring back tomorrow, my Gemini. So bring back tomorrow. Somebody want to have sticking power. So I can take this a certain kind of way. Going off the cards I get, and by me saying President Kennedy, I'm taking it that way. I can come back at the cards and bring it another way, but I'm going to take it that way because of I saw President Kennedy. We got some racists or some kind of people, whoever they are. Maybe they, I don't know who they are. Maybe they're Republican. I don't know who they are. Somebody want things to be like it used to be. Did you hear what I just said? They want sticking power. They want to go back with how it used to be. They want to bring back tomorrow. That means take things to how it used to be. Get what I'm saying? Because you heard me say I saw President Johnson, right? Black is classy, right? Somebody think they classy, but they don't think black is classy. But black is classy, but they don't think it, right? Whoever it is want things to be like it was before. Morally, they need to know that black is classy, but they don't want to look at black as classy. They want to bring back tomorrow, tension-filled times back then when President John Kennedy was alive. Get what I'm saying? You got to sow a seed out of your pain, because people during that time had to sow a seed out of their pain and keep it up because they were struggling and they were suffering with racial abuse. So we might have somebody who is black that might decide to run for president. If not that, we got some black people who are running for whatever office they're running for, but they need to do the job. After we move in, then what? Don't get in office or get in whatever and don't do the job effectively, because we got people who want to bring back yesterday. Negative. Get what I'm saying? So if you get in there, you better do the job effectively, because President Kennedy was trying to make things, the world, a better place. Your soul gonna be crying out for a conclusion, because you gotta believe in God's word, not man's word, as far as a situation, because you're gonna owe the community an insane apology, getting in office and not doing what you're supposed to do, because it's tension-filled times right now, and it was back then when President John Kennedy was alive, a mirage in the mind, trying to make things work. When you complain about things, when you complain about your ex, you feed the person power. So back then, President Kennedy might have been complaining about somebody, whoever, but it fed the person power. When you complain about somebody, maybe he's talking to somebody who a fire sign, asking them why was they doing whatever, right? But the person didn't care, right? Or could have been an Aries. He could have been an Aries. Let's just go. I just heard an ice cream man. Maybe he wanted something to be a little bit kinder, sweeter, but it wasn't. Okay, so maybe somebody came after him back then on a certain day, but maybe some kind of way you're going to go some kind of way towards somebody. I don't know. Let's just flow. See what's troubling you, because it's a racist card. Race going to be here, right? I'm happy with my race no matter my color. So you might go and try to run for president, run for some kind of office or whatever this is, whoever you are. I don't know. That's it. But when you get in there, you need to do what, or you might be already in there, but you need to do what you need to do to make this world a better place, because you got to fight for your sanity. Why did you hold on so long? You sitting there putting up with stuff, people being racial with you, being racist to you, or whatever's going on here. Maybe you lied to the people and said you was going to do this and that, and then when you got in there, you didn't. Let's see. You was being deceived by somebody of service, but you might have also deceived the citizens, because you might have told them that you was going to do this and do that, and you got in office and you didn't, because you want really life to be like it was back then, during the time President John Kennedy was alive, trying to make this world a better place. So we have You're in My Dreams. So we got President Kennedy here, I'm talking about, who not alive. President Kennedy was trying to make calm, make peace, right? And his dream, along with Dr. King dreams, was to make peace. Maybe one of them will come in your dreams, some kind of actually in your dreams, or maybe somebody gonna call you about something. So we have right here girls. So we have right here that you might want to get closer to a lady who was gay, or a lady who was masculine, or a lady who, or a man who was gay, or a lady who she was dominant, or whatever it is. Any deterrent cause of your dysfunction in the AM you need to get away from. So yes, you're on your path. So you on your path, God said, whoever you are. If you wasn't on it, God would take you. But to say you on it, let's see, because it was a carbon copy of an Esha. Something you went through, or the person went through, who you connected with. So we have, you had to dig deep and ask yourself, why did you stick with it so long? Okay, so how much will you go to grow? Because you was hope struck. So you was too dilute, but you need to be more forceful. So you light up my life. So somebody light up your life, or somebody telling you that, because you're going to be simply honest. You achy and it varies, or somebody you know, because it was intense madness. And somebody wants you to bring an emotional love they need, or you wanted that, because somebody's still there. Because it was static. Some racial abuse, I feel. Somebody not wanting to make the world a better place, or something like that. Start to see what others was doing to keep you just stuck. You was being molded into what you really wasn't. So maybe you could be somebody where you was molded into what you really wasn't. Bringing back stuff from back then, making life like it was back then, but other races, when really you just was following the leader, maybe. What you was taught by your parents, or whatever this is God talking about. Fill your spirit with a clear vision. God said a clear vision, change up. Right? So we got racist ways. So somebody in the spirit. So we got President Kennedy in the spirit here. Follow me? Because I just saw President Kennedy's face for your vision. So do you like this stuff? If you don't, God said you got to get out of it. Don't be a part of people trying to keep people down. Okay, so you fought somebody who don't look like you, or somebody fought you that don't look like you. Right? So during that time back then, it was a bunch of racist stuff going on. Right? And so right now, evidently it's still going on, where people want to make the black person the underdog, or make the black person the enemy. When the black people is not the enemy, the black people haven't done anything to nobody. Really, they haven't. But people want to find reasons to blame the black person. They might do stuff to each other. They might commit some kind of crimes whenever they commit crimes. But I mean, the main thing as far as the world and all, black people haven't did anything to these other races for people to be blaming black people for hating black people from slavery time to now. If anything, the people way back then was way nicer than the people today. They just tolerated and put up with and felt that they had no way out. Really, they was nice people. They didn't want to kill people. They really wasn't even about that, trying to kill nobody, because that wasn't the kind of people they was. And it's bad when somebody is a nice person and somebody try to make them a bad person. That's really terrible. So let's take a little bit more. I'll take it from over here. Somebody might be getting a lawyer. So somebody So it's racist time. Somebody want to change up something. Maybe you got off. Maybe you have you already in office already. Maybe you're already in a position already, but you got people who trying to dominate, and you see it. Somebody got you you following a leader, like, but you owe an apology maybe to somebody owe you an apology who been treating you a certain kind of way, or you owe the people who you serve an apology, because we're racist right here. You're in affordable housing, but somebody's saying they're not tolerating you no more, or you're not tolerating somebody no more. So I'm going to put affordable housing with whatever job you got. If it's the White House, it's the White House. If it's the Capitol, if it's the Pentagon, whatever it is. Some kind of seat you holding. Follow me? Or if we want to take this with, if it's just regular life and don't have anything to do with that, you in some kind of housing with some kind of landlord or somebody, real estate or something who mistreating you, take it that way if it go that way. Skin disease, something on the skin, tattoos, bumps, moles, scars, gunshot wounds, whatever, pimples, freckles, bruises, you or this person, wrinkles. Okay. Okay, so we have right here, are you married? Are you married, or do you have somebody on the side? You're going to be single. You might be dealing with somebody who's biracial or somebody who's black. Or you black. However it's going on, or you biracial. Tangled up in an environment full of G's, people who you falling behind, maybe you falling behind whoever it is, if not you, somebody. How things was, how things if you're part of the Republican Party or whatever it is, or whoever this is, or whatever this is, because President Kennedy came in my mind, so that's back then, where it's tension-filled times. So you hanging around, or you part of some group of people who got a bunch of racist ways or whatever's going on with them, and you forced or felt like you was molded and forced to follow them, but really you need to come out of that. Peace within makes a stable mind. You want to be that warrior. So covering up won't work, because you had a sixth sense about it. So some kind of way you might want to, circumstances going to stop you from getting married, because I don't see no death card. So I'm going to say getting married, because if it's a lady you like that's another race and you worrying about what everybody else think because they racist, is going to mess you up, because you shouldn't worry about that. During that time, it was tension-filled times where they don't want black people to be with white people and all kind of nonsense. Okay, choosing you first, always the best choice. Clarify and choose you first. If you want to marry a black lady, biracial lady, Spanish lady, marry her. But you in some kind of group that's got you confined, where you feel they think a certain kind of way, and they got you thinking that way because you grew up that way, but really you feel you got to change, or you want to change, but you got to get out of that. Somebody being sneaky, right? Maybe you, as far as this person, but you thinking about your money, because you're going to lose your money if you like go another direction with this female. Maybe it's showtime. Life is like a movie, right? You gotta take the reins and run with it and be the guardian. You don't let these people control you and make you evil, make you racist, or whatever this is. You wanna marry a woman of another race, go ahead and do it. You gotta go for your professional vision, or you focusing on your professional vision. So we have something went to the extreme, no way. Something went to the extreme, or we'll go to the extreme. Right, so if you let these people dictate who you marry, that's to the extreme. Was you stolen from? No. So God don't want you to allow these people to steal from you. And steal from you what? Take your job away because you decide you want to marry a woman of another race. Or because you don't want to think no longer like them. So they want to take your job away or fire you. okay? Or some kind of way they stole from you because you are another race, period, and they feel they being racist towards you and stealing your money and not treating you right or whatever it might be, and you want to clarify it because choosing you first is the best choice as far as your job. Camouflage won't work. Life is like a movie. Because you had a sixth sense about something, if something wasn't right. Maybe they were sneaky about your money, not giving you all your money, or whatever this is. Let's just flow. Just take pieces of it, whatever cards go with you. Whatever cards go with you, take it. So this Gemini. So we might have a Gemini that wanted to get close to a girl, but she gay, a woman or whoever it is. Okay, so right here. So are you playing house? You want to know, are we playing house, Gemini? Because you want to come in and like be with me or whatever, but are we just playing house, my Gemini, or what? What's going on here? Because we got a Gemini that she want to know if you got sticking power, Gemini. Because you want to bring back tomorrow. You want to keep going to her and spending time with her whenever, right? But do you have sticking power? She want to know, right? Because if you ready for love or she ready for love, right? Deep. Because morally, you know that it's wrong or you treated her wrong. Your soul crying out for a conclusion, or hers, as far as whatever this relationship is. It was static, but she was still there, or you was still there. Deep. She might be another race. If not that, when you complain about your ex, you feed the person power. Maybe it was a mirage in her mind and caused tension because she didn't know what was going on with you. You back and forth, and maybe you in her dreams. Maybe you got another woman and that's stopping you from marrying her, or you married already, or whatever this is. She could be, like I said, another race. Yeah, so let's just go in and leave it like that. She wanted to clarify, maybe. Or you want to clarify. She might want to clarify, is it just her? Or choosing her first is the best option. She's not going to stick around because it's a carbon copy of what she got before out of your issue. Because maybe she wanted you to bring in the emotional love she needed. Because it was intense madness. So, yeah, dealing with them. Somebody died that Gemini know. So this Gemini sign again, right? So my nephew died. Well, he didn't just die, but Gemini know, because Gemini, my son is a Gemini, my nephew a Gemini, my nephew was murdered. So Gemini do know somebody that died, right? The person don't have to be a Gemini that died, but you know somebody who died, because my son is a Gemini and he know my nephew, and my nephew is a sign of Gemini. So it's true with the dying card, the person in the spirit. This lady wants you to be simply honest with her, because you want to get closer to a female, or you wanted the woman you had to get closer with another lady and you, or whatever this is. You might have been hope struck about it. Got another woman on the side. Are you married? Because after a while, she wondered. She decided she wasn't going to tolerate you no more. Affordable housing, so some kind of way. If you was cheating on your wife any kind of way, anything like that. I don't really see the cheating card, I think. Or whatever's going on. Right? Maybe you had to move out, or the person you got had to move out, or anything as far as moving out. So take it however it goes, my Gemini. I went a long way with you with your vision, my Gemini son. This is the brass line here, a 209 here on YouTube. This is a vision for my Gemini for June 1st throughout the 15th.